Simply Saffron by Pooja Seal, and I am Pooja, and it's officially fall. So what comes with fall? The warm spices and the pumpkin and the apples and the pumpkin pie, apple pie. Well, I'm not showing you our pie today. I'm showing you Dutch apple bread, which is very easy to make. And like if your neighbor has given you a bag of apple and you don't know what to do, well, you can do this besides the apple pie. So let me show you how to make this easy Dutch apple bread. And this has chunks of apples inside the bread, and it has a streusel topping with glaze on top of it. I'm sure you're gonna love it. But before we start, let's put your oven on at 350 degree Fahrenheit. And so let me show you how. So we'll start with the dry ingredients first. So this is 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and to that I'm adding 1 teaspoonful of baking powder and half a teaspoonful of salt. So we'll mix. Now we'll keep this aside and we'll start with the wet mixture. Now with the wet ingredients in a bowl, we're going to put about half a cup of softened butter, and then we are going to add 1 cup of sugar. So we are going to beat this together. And once the sugar and butter has been creamed, we are going to add 2 whole eggs and 1 teaspoonful of vanilla and half a cup of milk. I'm using whole milk. The fat will add more moisture to the mixture. So we're just going to mix it lightly. Any like quick bread or breads with fruits, you don't want to overbeat it. Now in goes the dry mixture, the flour mixture. So we'll just stir in this one. Now once everything is mixed, we are going to add 1.5 cup of diced apples. So you want to use something which is a little bit firm, so you can use the green apple, that is the Granny Smith, or something like Fuji apples or Gala apples, anything which is don't use the red delicious apples because they have a tendency of melting. You don't want the apples to melt in the batter. So just mix it like this. And then I'm adding about 1/4 to half a cup of chopped nuts. Usually you can use pecans or any nut that you like. My kids are allergic to other nuts, so I'm using cashews. So we'll just mix everything together, and then we'll transfer this to the pan that we are baking in. So I have a bread loaf pan. The measurements, this is I think about 8 by 11 or something. So the specifications will be in the description box. So we'll transfer this, and make sure you put the parchment paper like this, or you can put a baking spray or just plain butter. Just grease it properly. With the help of the spatula, we're going to just press it like this. Now the next step is making the streusel, which goes on top. So for the streusel, we need the streusel, which will go on top of the cake, is 5 tablespoons of butter. This is cold butter, not chilled, cold butter. And to that we are going to add 1/3 cup of flour and 2 tablespoons of white sugar and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Doesn't matter whether you have dark or light, all of them goes together. And about 2 teaspoonful of cinnamon. I have used 1.5 because sometimes it feels like too cinnamony, so that's why. Just mix all of them together with the fork. So once everything is mixed, just like this one, we'll take the cake batter and we'll just sprinkle on top of it. Okay, this is done, and we are going to put this in 350-degree oven, and we are going to bake it for about 50 to 55 minutes till it if you prick a toothpick and it comes out clear. So let's put it in the oven. Here it is, it's baked, and let me take it out. So when you have parchment paper like sleeves like this, it's easier to take it out. So I have a wire rack here. I'll take this out and place it on the wire rack. Remove the paper and let it cool. So while this is cooling, let me make the glaze for this one. So these are the ingredients we need for the glaze. So I have 1 tablespoon of melted butter, and then half a cup of powdered sugar, and 1 tablespoon of milk, and 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So we'll mix all this together. So here it is, your glaze is ready. So we'll keep this aside and bring the apple bread in. It has cooled and it's very cool to touch. There's nothing warm in it. So now we are going to take the glaze, and you can just use a whisk or you can just use a tablespoon and just go crisscross like this. So here it is, the Dutch apple bread is ready. We'll let it dry for a few minutes, and then we'll cut a slice and show you how it looks from inside. We'll cut a piece and see how it looks from inside. There you go. Take away the end piece, or you can always munch on them anytime you like. So you can see the apples in there. It's soft and moist. And it smells so good. Perfect fall dessert or breakfast. You can have it with a cup of coffee. Plate. Nice and moist with the strudel on top. Okay, here it is, your fresh Dutch apple bread, and it smells so good. It smells like fall, and you can see there are pieces of perfect apples. So when you use the firmer apples, see keeps the shape on, it doesn't get mushy or anything, and it smells so good. I don't want to keep it in front of me, so I'm just going to eat it right now. So I'm sure you're going to make it soon and love it. So please do subscribe and like my YouTube channel, Simply Saffron by Pooja Seal, and don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications whenever I post a new video. So keep on watching, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.